Hello and welcome to Super Auto Pets, a game that I have fallen deeply in love with very quickly. It's a game that's been around for a little bit already. It's been available in browser and on Steam, but as of this week is also available on iOS, that's iPhone and iPad and Android. And also, if you have an M1 Mac, you can play the iPad version, so it's technically also available for Mac, which is pretty cool. I've been playing a lot on iOS. The game is free. It's great. I've seen a lot of people playing it, and I wanted to know what the hype was all about, so I jumped into it, and it took me a little bit. So that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. It took me a little bit to really grasp why this game is so cool and good. So I wanted to make a video that just kind of goes over, I think, why this game is great, and just show you a run of Super Auto Pets. So it is an auto battler, as you'll see. We'll jump into arena mode and start getting into it. So what you're presented with first is just kind of like a selection of pets, potential pets. This is our shop down here. You can see that everything costs 3 gold. You can see this little sign, this is 3 gold. We have 10 gold, as you can see in the top left here. So we have to use that 10 gold as well as we possibly can to make a team that we're going to battle with. So all of these pets have their own little abilities. You can see here the mosquito at the start of battle will deal 1 damage to a random enemy, but also down here it has 2 attack and 2 health. So there are latent just attacks that all of these pets will do, but they have these special abilities as well that'll be helpful or not helpful, depending on the team we're building. So this otter, when we buy it, will give a random friend +1 and +1, which is pretty good, honestly. And then this fish, if we level it up, you'll see eventually, I'll show you, that all these pets have levels as well. So if we level the fish up, every friend in our team here will get +1 attack and +1 health, which is pretty good. Over here we have the item shop. We can buy an apple, which also costs 3 gold, just to be clear. Everything here costs 3. That'll give a pet +1/+1, permanently. So if there's a pet that we're I don't know, if they're, really holding their weight here, if they're pulling their weight, then we could buy this apple. Maybe it would help. So we're going to start with the mosquito. I like the mosquito a lot, especially in the early rounds like this. So we bought this mosquito, put it at the front. Order is very important. We'll get to why. We put it at the front here, so you can see right here, if I take the otter and I put the otter here, when we buy it, it'll give a random friend +1/+1. Well, there's only one friend, so that's just going to make the mosquito better. So we're going to say yes to that and make the mosquito better. 3/3. Pretty good mosquito. And I'm also going to buy the fish, just on the off chance we start to see some more fish in our shop in the future. Also, the fish isn't a bad pet, just to be clear. The fish is pretty good, but at least for these first rounds. 2 and 3 is pretty beefy. So you can see we have this 1 gold left over, and the question is okay, what do you do with that? If we hit end turn, it'll be you have a gold left. Do you want to do stuff with it? I don't, to be clear. Sorry, I do. Is what I meant to say. What I could do is I could spend that 1 gold to re-roll the shop, which I'm going to do, and take a look at what we get here. So we have 3 things, or 3 new pets. 2 of them are otters, which I'm not super into. One of them is a horse, which is whenever a friend is summoned, give it +1 attack. We don't have any pets that are summoning other pets at the moment, so the horse isn't really helpful for us. And the honey will summon a bee when one of our pets dies. So I'm gonna avoid that for now. So that reroll didn't really help us very much, but the thing that I wanted to show off is if there was something that we liked, like a fish, for example, that, we wanted the fish, but we couldn't afford the fish, I could click on the fish, in this case, the horse, and I could say freeze. So then next round, when this round of battling is over, I could just buy the fish, because the fish would still be in the shop, even though everything else would reroll. So I'm going to unfreeze this horse because I do want a fish or just something better in general. So I'm going to hit end turn. Now we have to pick a team name. I think the foamy mouths feels appropriate for battling pets. And now we're going to look for an opponent. We're going to go fight. The hard nuts. All right. So here's how this works. These pets are just going to fight each other. This mosquito is going to, because, at the start of battle, deal 1 damage to one random enemy, is going to just do 1 damage to one random enemy right now. And we'll see who that is. It's the ant. So it kills the ant, which is actually pretty good for us. This team also has a mosquito, which is going to do the same thing. And luckily, all of our pets have over 1 health, so no one's going to just die. Okay. The ant, when it faints, gives a random friend +2 and +1, which could spell trouble for us. We'll see. It actually kind of worked out. So these 2 mosquitoes are going to go at it. They're just going to kill each other. Not too bad. Now, the cricket, when it faints, it summons a 1/1 cricket. So we're not even going to kill the cricket on this one, but on this one we will. And now they have another unit here, another little cricket. But luckily, our fish is strong enough to take that cricket out, and we win the first round. It's pretty good. All right. What do we got going on here? So we could do... This is tough. We're not building any synergies here, really. I could just make things stronger if I wanted to, but I kind of don't want to. I want to make things better, if that makes any sense. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a little synergy action here. I'm going to take this bee, or this honey. I'm going to give the bee to them. Now, I could buy 2 more pets. What I'm thinking about doing is taking this otter, buying the otter so it levels up somebody else, right? +1/+1. And then also buying this horse. Actually, I'm going to buy the horse, then the otter. So I'm going to take this horse. I'm going to put it here. Great. So the reason I bought the horse, when a friend is summoned, it gives +1 attack until the end of battle. When this mosquito dies, it's going to summon a 1/1 bee now, because I gave it this honey pot. And that bee is going to have +2, or is going to have 2 attack and 1 health now, instead of just 1/1 because of this horse. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to buy this otter. It's going to give a random friend +1/+1. And I'm kind of hoping that it's one of the ones that we want to stick around for a while, like the mosquito or like the horse, but we'll see either way. Okay, it's this otter. So this honestly isn't too bad of a team. Let's reroll real quick. Oh, look, we got a fish. I'm going to freeze that fish. I might even freeze this cricket. So if we can get a cricket also, then that'll synergize well with the horse. So what I could do, if I wanted to, is I could take this otter and use it to level this otter up. But at the moment, I'm going to keep both because I want to have a full team. And that's more just for me. I just think it'd be better to have more units. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's hit end turn because we spent all our money and see what happens. The dry rodents. See, they're going with ant strats. All right, so mosquito at the beginning, going to deal 1 damage to a random enemy. I'm hoping it's one of the ants just to get it out of the way. Yeah. All right. Ooh. That went okay, but that ant is now going to power up someone else. It's going to be that fish at the end, which is a pretty brutal looking fish. All right. Now that ant is also going to power someone up. Luckily, it wasn't the same fish. That last fish is not totally unstoppable. So now that that mosquito died, it started up this bee, who is now going to get +1 because of this horse. You love to see it. Fight the fish. We might be okay. Not. Oh, I think it's going to be a draw, actually. Yeah. Rough. All right. Well, it's a draw. It's not a loss, which is fine. So we still haven't lost any hearts. And we live to fight another day. All right. So I want this fish because I want to start leveling this fish up. We need 1 more fish to level it up and give all our friends +1/+1. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this otter. I'm going to use it to level this otter up a little bit. Move the otter back. Take this cricket. Put it there. So when this cricket dies, It spawns a 1/1 cricket, kind of just like this bee, who's going to get powered up by the horse, which is great. I would like this horse to have a little more oomph, so I'm going to buy it an apple as well. I'm going to reroll, just see if there's anything of note here. The mosquito's not going to last forever. The mosquito's going to have to go away eventually, but we just need to figure out a better strategy. The otter, too, is also going to have to go at some point. Because the otter's really, like, the otter definitely has some beefy stats, but, you know, they're more useful when you buy them. Yeah, there's nothing here I really want to build a team around at the moment, so I'm going to hit end turn. And we'll see what happens. The foamy mouths versus the untouched cakes. That's a pretty strong mosquito right up front. So I'm going to throw this into autoplay now that we kind of like have the gist of how things go. But just to, I guess, walk through it, the mosquito is going to deal 1 damage. My mosquito is going to deal 1 damage. These crickets, when they die, will spawn new crickets. This cricket has a honeypot on it, so it will also spawn a bee when it dies. And they're definitely doing summoning strats because this horse is going to power up everything that spawns, which could be a little bit dicey for us. So we'll see how it goes. Rough. Luckily, that bee is going to beat that mosquito. All right, it's cricket time. There we go. That's fine. We get our own little cricket there. Going to level up. So now that's going to spawn a cricket and a bee, which is a little rough. But luckily, our otter's kind of tanky. That's a win. That's a win for us, for the foamy mouths. Beautiful. All right. We can level this fish up, which is going to level everybody else up. But let me just sit tight for a second, because I want to make sure that this is the team I want to level up everybody on. What's going on here? Flamingo, faint. Give the 2 friends behind +1/+1. Give the 2 friends behind +1/+1. It seems pretty good. But you know what? I am going to level up this fish first. Giraffe, give the friend ahead +1 and +1 at the end of the turn. That's interesting. Oh, that's like when I press the end turn button. Gives the friend ahead +1/+1. So does that mean as long as I have the giraffe on my team, it'll keep buffing whatever's in front of it? Because that's also pretty good. My other thought is that I could take this honeybee and give it to the horse, or the fish, actually. So the reason you would want to give it to the horse is that, say there's a draw at the end, 2 of the animals fight each other and then they both die. If you have the honeybee on your last animal, it'll spawn the bee, and the bee, just by existing and not having anyone to fight, means that you're not in a draw anymore. That means that you win. So there's a little bit of a strategy to that as well. This is very interesting. I'm really considering this giraffe. But who do I want to beef up, really? I think it would have to be the horse, but somebody would have to go. I'm feeling like this mosquito's got to go eventually, unfortunately. Or the otter, who's not really helping a whole lot. I'm going to sell the otter. Goodbye, otter. We're going to move the fish up. We'll move the horse up. Give the friend ahead +1 and +1. I would like to beef up the horse, I guess, for now. The giraffe just says giraffe when it spawns. It's funny. I'm gonna. Ooh, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna freeze the honey. Ooh, when it's hurt, gain 50% more attack. And the hedgehog, when it faints, deals 2 damage to all, which is pretty good. You could synergize those two, which would be interesting. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give the honeypot to the fish. Reroll again. See if there's anything really exciting. Before attack, deal 1 damage to the friend behind. Start a battle, give 50% of Dodo's attack to friend ahead. And we could just beef up the Dodo a lot. Oh. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to freeze the Dodo. Here's my thought. I think maybe get rid of the fish. Unfortunately, even though we just gave it a honeypot. Put the Dodo here in this spot. So move the horse up, put the Dodo here, and then every time we end the turn, the giraffe will just make the Dodo more powerful. Right? Give +1/+1. Yeah. And then the Dodo will give 50% of its attack to whoever's in front, which would be the horse at that point. All right. Synergies, baby. The chunky streamers. That's pretty rough. Okay. It's a pretty strong beaver at the end. All right. Well, luckily that cricket's gonna win out here. 2. Okay. Look at that. We win. That's pretty good. Wow. I'm pretty happy with how that went. What do we got here? Hurt. Give friend behind +1 and +2. That's pretty good. Okay. I think the fish is gonna go. Sell 2 gold. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because the fish leveled everybody else up. That was helpful. So now the horse goes here. The Dodo goes here. Eventually the cricket, I think, is gonna have to go, and the mosquito probably, because they're not gonna hold too strong. I'm considering the camel, but I don't know where the camel would go. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to freeze the garlic because I like the garlic. I'm going to reroll. Let's see what we get. Otter, rabbit, garlic again. Ooh. Okay, here's a good reason to get rid of the cricket. That the spider, when it faints, it summons a level 1 tier 3 pet as a 2/2. So we're talking like rabbit levels. You can see those little dice over here. That's pretty good. Let's roll again. See what we get. Friend ahead attacks gain +2 and +2. It's also very good. But I'm going to roll one more time. Ox, friend ahead faints, gain melon armor and +2 attack. Here we go. This is where it gets very interesting. So we could take this ox and put it somewhere in here. I think the giraffe is going to have to go, unfortunately. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to beef up this horse a little bit. And freeze this ox. There we go. All right. Dodo's leveling up. We're going to have to invest some more in the Dodo. We're going to have to give it some more. Either find more Dodos or give it some... oh my god, look at this team. They're brutal. We're doomed, I think. Okay. Okay. This seems bad. Uh-huh. Yeah, alright. Ox gets melon armor. Oh, man. The wet sardines are wiping the floor with us. That wasn't close. Even. God. That was awful. Alright, let's level the horse up. Great, we get a hippo. Knockout, gain +2 and +2. So if the hippo defeats anyone, it gets +2/+2. That's pretty good. Ox. Friend ahead faints. Gain melon armor. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to sell the spider. Put the ox here. So, friend ahead faints. Gain melon armor and +2 attack. What's cool is that the mosquito, when it faints, will do that. And then when the mosquito summons a bee, it'll also give a +2 attack. So that's pretty helpful. Could also give the ox a bee if we wanted to. Give 2 random friends +1 health when we sell it. I wish we had more health items. Oh, look at that. Well, this is a little risky. Give 2 random pets +1/+1. I really just want to level up the dodo. I'm gonna freeze this. That didn't really work. Could just do a cupcake. Or I could level up this giraffe a little bit and hope that next turn we maybe get another giraffe. But I like the idea of this dodo like really just beefing up this horse as well. Let's do it. 6 and 7. All right. Rough, but we'll see how it goes. The foamy mounts versus the hard fingers. Wow, look at that ant up in the front. Oh my god. Our horse is formidable looking. Okay, got the melon armor. It's good. Brutal. 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 Okay. Ooh. That's it. Badger wins. Alright, what do we got here? Deer, faint, summon a bus with splash attack. That's... Oh, it has 1/1. Okay. Let's do this. I don't know if this is very helpful, but I'm doing it. The giraffe, I think it's time to go maybe for the giraffe. Let's see if we can get something a little bit better. Could level up the ox a little bit, which might be nice. I would like to level up the dodo. Well, we don't really have a whole lot of... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Giraffe. Sell. Badger here. And ox, freeze, roll? Roll again. Let's see if there's anything interesting. End turn, copy 1 ability from pet ahead as level 1 until end of battle. End turn. Oh, okay. So wherever it is in the order, it'll do that. You know what's funny? Is that this horse actually doesn't help us at all. Oh, no, it does. It does. It helps us with the deer a little bit. I'm going to also freeze this. +2/+2. That'll be great for the dodo to beef up the horse again. I'm nervous. Just to be clear. I'm nervous about how this is going to go for us. Oh, man. The thing about this game is that people are so good at it because it's been out for so long on all other platforms that I'm like the newbie coming in trying to figure it out. Like, I don't even know how that hippo just got so strong. And it also has garlic armor, so like it's not going to die in any capacity. Friend ahead attacks, gain +2/+2. I mean, this thing is like a tank, and it has the garlic armor, so it's just always going to get stronger and stronger. Unbelievable. Rough. Man, that was awful. All right, we have one more shot here. I'm not feeling very optimistic, but I do feel like I did show off how the game works, and that feels good to me. Let's roll again. Garlic armor, I'm going to give... Hang on. What's the deal here? Friend ahead faints. This is rough. This is rough. All right, I have three. I'm just going to give garlic armor to who, though? I'll give garlic armor to the horse. Why not? Whatever. To the ox? To the ox. Garlic armor plus the melon armor. I don't know if that's like helpful or not, but I'm going to do it and see how that goes. Yeah, I think this is going to be it for us. We're too high up in the tier at this point. People are too strong. People are too good at this game. But I'm determined to figure it out, is the thing. That went all right. Rough. Oh my god, look at that kangaroo. 2119. Are you kidding me? Oof. Wow. Look. We might have lost. But we got 3 little trophies. Blam. And we got to show off Super Auto Pets, which is my new favorite game. I am deeply, deeply into it. I hope this helped illuminate at all why this game is good. I would recommend just getting your hands on it. It took me like 3 or 4 runs to really kind of click into what's so fun about it. And honestly, just seeing people as good as they are makes me think there's just like so much room for growth. I think the skill ceiling is really high, and I can't wait to kind of get more into it. If you have any tips or whatever, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. If you have any like streamers or YouTubers that you know who are playing this a lot, throw them in the comments, give them a shout out. I would love to watch some more stuff and learn some more. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.